Hi there, it's DerpyMoose99. This is episode 4 of our Factorio Let's Play, and let's get into it here. Okay, here's our little bootstrap factory. We got a couple rows of iron, a row of steel going. Not a tremendous amount of steel, but steel to be sure. And we've got brick, walls, and all kinds of fun stuff here. So what I plan to do is do some exploring. I'll do that off camera, but before I do that, what I want to do is get the next level of science working, at least a little bit of it anyways, and let that work away at science while I explore, and then we'll come back. So that's the plan right now. So let's get the science going. And what we need for that, well, let's just plunk down a couple of assemblers here and see what we need. Okay, and this needs transport belt and inserter, okay? Fair enough. And this box of coal is going to be in the way, so let's move that. And let's see. Yeah, we'll come down that away. Alright, now these things work pretty slowly, every 6 seconds, and then, yeah. These are the slowest assemblers in the world, so don't have to worry about too much capacity here. So if we come up here and say, okay, well there's our belts, that's what that looks like. So let's just take, say that. I think something like that'll be fine. And what was the other thing we needed? Assemblers here, okay. And our assembler setup kind of looks like that. Okay. Yeah, that's not the most robust setup ever, but hey, this is a bootstrap factory, right? Okay. And I think I'm going to put that one. Let's see, maybe something like, yeah, like that. Let's see what, I might have that off by 1. Yeah, I have that off by 1. Okay, we're going to use the scissors here. We're going to cut that, and we're going to move that over. Actually, I want to bring in the copper too, so I might move that over 1. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I don't like the way that's actually laid out, so let's actually just build it without the ghost here. So we're going to go copper there, and that way we don't have to worry about bussing it down. And this will come over into one of these guys. And let's see, we'll do this and this, and we'll put a splitter in there. Okay. Okay, this won't be the fastest science you ever saw in your whole life, but it'll be good enough for now. Yeah, does this need, yeah, that needs plates as well. Okay, a little power redundancy here. Okay, I'm gonna bring this guy out, and Now, the thing we want to do here, let's go into our auto research. And we're going to select the greens. And I want to do landfill first. So let's take a minute actually to look through this here. Advanced material processing will get us steel furnaces, which is always good here. Military science pack will be the next science we're going to want to do. There's all kinds of choices here. Faster belts and stuff like that. Electric energy distribution. This is a good one. Gonna want tool belt for a bigger inventory. Let's do weapon shooting speed and physical projectiles. And I really want module armor. I'm going to research that to see what we need for it. And we're on a rail world, so railway, rail signals, automated rail transportation. Fluid wagons for oil and mining productivity. Now that's a lot to queue up, but I highly recommend this auto research mod. You can do one at a time science or three at a time, I think, in the base game, but this helps. Just do that, queue it up, don't worry about it. All right, let's close that down. I'm surprised we're actually making enough green science to actually reach the end point here. Okay. That's 8 labs. That's actually better than I thought we'd do. For this teeny little setup, but that's okay. I'm actually quite pleased with that. This thing here. We probably don't want to keep box feeding this one. Okay. That won't be too sustainable in the long run. So it looks to me like we have to come in from the back side here. That didn't work out all that perfectly, but we can live with it. Okay. How much is actually left in there? Yeah, we can just take that away. Okay, and this will come down and feed on the bottom side here. And same for this one here. Let's see, how are we going to get that there? Well, let's back this off a step here. Put that in there. Okay, when you do belt weaving here, like in a bit of a mass tangle like that, we call it spaghetti. And that's definitely pasta. And we'll let this run for a while. If the green beakers queue up at the end here, then we can add a few more labs, but it looks to me like we've accidentally got that ratio correct here, so I'm just going to let that be. So the other thing I want to get going before I start running around here is landfill. So it looks to me like with the current stone furnaces here, our stone is actually more than sufficient for that row. Let's have a look if we have more stone close by. Big patch of iron, which is why I like the starting position. Yeah, I don't really see any additional stone nearby at the moment. So let's actually take some of this stuff here. Okay, so I think what I'll do, let's clean up that one there. I think what I'm actually going to do is let's take this off and let that flow. Let's move these power poles around a bit here. And we need, yeah, see, this is going to eat stone like crazy. It's 20 stone every half second. Mind you, these are slow assemblers, but okay. Okay, well, we can actually, this is probably a good place to employ fast inserters, so let's make some fast inserters and some filter inserters and put them on our toolbar here. Take a minute to handcraft them, but we'll put them here. Yeah. How many would actually move in here? Well, yeah. Okay, one more here. Now you can actually see with the fast inserters, it's actually swallowing that stone up pretty quick. Yeah, that's okay. Not much more we can get out of that patch, so. And let's see. Let's actually put an extra inserter there. This inserter is going to do most of the work, so. Yeah, we'll actually collect everything in this box first. That'll give us extra capacity there. Okay, it's going to be a bit slow to make landfill, but at least we're starting to make landfill. You use it up pretty quick when you start filling in lakes and stuff like that. Okay, so we're running on science. I de-derped everything here. Okay, so we're belted in out of there. Okay. We can probably put some of this stuff away. Well, let's see, what do I want to get going next here? I think I want to explore. I want to lay out where the bus is going to be. The other thing we need to do here. Okay, let's just wait until advanced material processing is completed here. And I think when I go running here, I want to take a full complement of defense here. So I'm going to take 50 turrets and yeah, 2200 ammo should be okay. Just in case we run into some friends out there. Okay, so let's do this. I don't think I need this stuff on me. Turns out to be an awkward place to keep everything here, but we'll do it. Okay. Don't need the light armor. Okay, that's probably good enough to run around. Yeah, I probably don't need to take those either. Let's just take a couple of boxes in case. I don't know. I don't know why I would take boxes. Okay, we got a little bit of ammo. We got a couple turrets. Alright, now, while the rest of the science is running, we actually got advanced material processing going, which gets us to the next level of furnaces here. Excuse me. So that's steel and brick. Alrighty. So let's just, yeah, you know what? Let's give me back my stuff here for a second here. And where do I want to take that? Let's block off that one. Do this, and let's put an assembler here. And I want to make me some steel furnaces here. Okay, a little bit premature. I'm boxing everything off here. Now, if we take our tool here, 154 furnaces, okay. Stacks of 50, so let's go for 4 stacks here. I put a splitter over here just so we can box off some of our steel and the rest can be used down here. 6 steel plates and 10 bricks. Let's actually see if we have any fast inserters left over here. Yeah, we got 4. Let's take 2 of them. Okay, we already got a few. So these ones you can just plunk down. Now it's got a crafting speed of 2 as opposed to a crafting speed of 1. So if you remember initially we laid this out that if we have 24 steel, or sorry, in the iron row, we have 24 steel furnaces, it should fill up the belt. Now our belt's full anyways because we doubled up here and we're not using a full belt from the looks of it. So anyways, as we expand, that'll increase our capacity, so it'll definitely help on steel production here because steel is fairly slow. But if we make all of the steel furnaces, it'll help quite a bit. Okay, so just before we go for a run here, let's do a couple more of these here. Now, somewhere over here we were making stone furnaces. We can probably stop that behavior. And we'll just leave a box of them sitting there. Okay, so I'm going to save this off. And let's just go on the map here. So this is our little starter factory. I'm thinking the bus should be above this iron here. That's unfortunately where this water is, but so I'm going to run out to the left and right to see what a potential bus would look like. And I'm going to run around a big circle and I want to see, excuse me, where the biters are, what the status of our pollution cloud is. You can see the pollution clouds going off the south end of the map here. Now we're set on a super large starting area, so shouldn't be too much of a problem, but okay, let's put down a couple of turrets here just for fun. So biters, if they come, they like to attack military targets first, and radar is considered military. So I'm guessing the south is probably a threat at the moment. So let's just, I think we're probably okay, but I don't want my science being blown up on me here. Let's see, the other thing we should probably do, I haven't done it recently, is check power. Yeah, okay. We're going to need a power expansion fairly soon. Well, let's take 2 stacks here. Okay, and let's go down. Let's turn the cloud off here. Okay. I think we should go down and check our power because we're quite a ways away there. Okay, so I'm just going to pause while I run down to the power. Okay, we're down at the power. Now the other thing, this is going to be causing a lot of pollution here. So I'm going to put a few... See, which way we're going to build this here? We're going to build it out to that side. So I actually do have a little bit of wall with me. So if there was a turret here... And biters have a range weapon, so... Decent idea to put some space there. Now when we expand the power, I'm going to have to get rid of part of this wall, but let's do that. Yeah, nice straight line there, Derpy. Don't know if we have enough wall to double up here. Well, this is the more permanent part of the wall, so... Let's double up this part here. And the bottom. Okay, and we'll put... Okay, and if we put this guy there... Not going to measure it out, but you want a bit of overlapping fields of fire there. Set back from the wall. Okay, not the most robust defense in the world, but it'll hold for now, I think. Okay. And I'm not going to worry about, well, I say that. I'm going to put a couple here. The threat access probably would be from the south here. Alright, so I'm going to save it off. And I'll put the recording on pause. And I'll go for a run, and then I'll come back with a report. Alright, so we're back from our running around here. I'll show you my raggedy exploration pattern here. The red dots are enemy bases here, so let's just see where our pollution cloud is. Okay, so we haven't hit any enemy nests yet, and that's what triggers them to attack and also triggers them to start evolving. But these ones down here are probably going to be the first ones hit, so just because we have our power so far away from us at the moment, so we're going to have to make sure we have good defenses there. And because I have one of the settings on expansion is turned off, I should say, which means if I clear out the nests, they won't expand back into that area. So the nests are pretty small. We might want to go on the offensive here just for a little bit. I'll have to think about that. In the meantime, we did kind of put some defenses in here. I think maybe what I might do is run down with a bit more wall and, put a few turrets around the coal mine there. Yeah, we have to expand our power anyway, so I'm going to think on that for a bit. So let's just see where we're at with our research here. Looks like we're currently doing weapon shooting speed, and yeah, that'll help with both the personal weapons and the turret damage as well too. Okay, and you can see one of the ones we researched was tool belt, so our inventory size is a bit bigger now. I have a damaged turret here because I ran across a couple of worms. We had a little bit of a disagreement on who should live. Repair packs is the other thing I should probably build here. Okay, well, let's fill our inventory back up here. Get rid of the coal and the stone. Don't need that light armor. We got heavy armor now. Take a little bit of copper, a little bit of iron. And let's make ourselves some repair packs here. And let's put those on the toolbar. And let's put our damage turret down here. And as soon as we get a repair pack, we'll fix that up, put it back in our inventory. Okay. All fixed up. And now we've got some repair packs here. Okay, so yeah, let's go back up to 100 turrets in our inventory there. Just be a little bit paranoid here. Let's make sure our ammo and our turret production is well defended there. And let's grab a bit of wall. And what do we have for ammo here? Oops. Okay. And I'm going to go down and put some defenses around the coal mine for the power there. So I'm just going to pause while we run down there. Okay, we're down at the power again here, so I'm just going to go down to where the mining drills were. And let's actually do this semi-properly here. Okay. If threat comes, it'll come from the south here. Okay, and set these guys here. Set them back a couple. Okay, let's see if that works for it. Well, not quite exactly symmetrical, but it's close enough. Okay, I'll put a half stack in each of these here. Now again, I'm only manually feeding here, so if this gets repeatedly attacked, we'll have to do something a little bit better than what I'm doing here. I don't think they'll come at us from the sides here, so I'm just going to put a couple there. I think those nests were, well, down here and over there. Okay, so I definitely think the risk is not huge at the moment, but it would come from the bottom here, so... Okay, and let's maybe double up this portion of the wall. A little close to our turrets. I probably should have done that. Let's fix that. We'll do that on the other way out. Yeah, I didn't like how close the turrets were to the wall there, so let's do that. And let's make the rest of this wall single, and then we'll see how much wall we have left here. Being a little paranoid about the power, because what I want to do is I want to use laser turrets. But if your power gets taken out, your laser turrets aren't aren't much use to you, so. Okay. Derp. Okay. Should probably look before you assume, right? Alright, and I don't have any gates or anything yet, so. Now I'm going to put a turret just covering the entrance there. And one down here, just in case they get in. Alright, and let's see here. Do we want to worry about the power line and the belt? I don't think at this point I do. Alright, so our power should be protected now. These are what's called dragon's teeth, but I'm not going to worry about them too much. I'm just doing that because there's an opening for the pipe in the belt there. Alright, now let's go look at our map again. So I've got this saying bus question mark. And see, there's a big chunk of iron over here. I'd like to be above that. So I'd like the bottom of the bus to be up there, but that puts us right through the middle of that lake there. And it might actually go over top of that uranium, which isn't great, but there's a huge patch of uranium. And the truth is, you don't need a ton of uranium to get nuclear power going. In fact, that guy right there, 5.8, that's probably going to be enough for quite a few years of nuclear power. Okay, and we've got some oil over here. Okay, and we can feed that up. So I think the bus is going to go up here. Okay, but that means we need a fair amount of landfill. Okay, so let's just pause while I'm running here. Okay, we're back up at our bootstrap base here. We just finished weapon shooting speed, which is cool. When is military science up? We've already done it, okay. Let's have a look at what we need for that here. Okay, piercing rounds, that's the red ammo. Grenades and walls. So we need steel and copper for the red ammo. We need coal and iron for the grenades. And we're already making walls with the bricks, so this is all good here. So we can think about doing a little bit of military science. So if we come in and activate our military science pack here, we get flamethrower, landmines, rocketry, more weapon shooting speed, and physical damage. So to start with, we're going to be using ammunition, turrets and rifles and stuff. So these physical weapons damage and shooting speed are pretty key to start with. Later on we'll be doing other things. And I just want to see if we can research lasers here. I don't see it in our current list here. So I'm going to hit T, and I'm going to search for laser. Okay. Here we go, laser turret. So, okay, this is basically what we're going to be aiming for here. So, automation 2, which I want anyways. Fluid handling, oil processing, plastics, sulfur, advanced electronics, batteries. Okay, optics, chemical science, laser, and laser turret. Okay. So basically this is going to be our kind of what we're going to want to build and what we're going to want to research here. So we won't get into oil processing in this episode or probably the next one, but we will do that. Now let's just see how much landfill are we actually making here. Okay. Okay, so let's take all the landfill that we've made so far. Let's take a few bricks here. Some of the stuff we can dump off in our chest for the moment here too. Okay, so let's get rid of the coal, the wood, the stone. Don't need one miner. Okay, I don't leave the copper and the iron at the moment. Okay, well let's, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up to where the bus, well actually, yeah, let me pause, run up to where the bus is going to be, and then we'll have a look up there. Okay, so we're up here by around where the bus is going to start here. So you see this iron ore, I'm going to put my cursor just above that patch of iron ore and run back, so where I'm standing is not bad. Okay, we're going to need some grenades to get rid of these trees here. Our grenades are just easier. But let's take some brick here. Oops. Nicely done. Okay, so it's going to be the bottom of the bus, and we've got all this lake here to fill in. So what I'm going to do is, let's just see how far our current landfill goes here. Now I'm going to hit the plus key to make it really big here. But say I run across like that. Yeah, okay, that was all our landfill. Okay, so we're going to need quite a bit more just to... okay, I'm going to acquire a keyboard too. I really love this keyboard, but it is noisy. Okay, so that's how much more landfill we need. So let's just lay this out here. Okay. I just want to get an idea of what we are looking at here. Okay, there's the pig timer. Now I spent quite a bit of time on pause, so I am going to spend a little bit more time here. So what I'm thinking, where's some more bricks? We got a fair amount of brick here. If we ran a path up like this here, oops, I hate it when I do that. As soon as I step on the belt, it moved me one to the left and my running was off here. Derping out on the road here. Okay, on the running path, this makes you run faster, which is always a good thing here. But it also helps lay out your base, right? So I'm just going to run a path up from our starter base up to the bus here. Okay. And hopefully I have enough telephone poles. But what I'm going to do is put a telephone pole right there at the intersection. And we'll plunk down a radar. And we'll put a turret there just because, oh, actually we don't have ammo. Plunk down a radar and let's run this power down. Okay, that actually would be there. Which means that one would be there. Okay. Now let's have a look at the map here. Okay, so that's the radar up there. That's a space. So we need a radar right beside this second lake here. So let's just run up and do that. Here's the first lake. And there's the second lake. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, what we're going to do is build more landfill, fill in this lake here, and figure out how wide our bus is going to be here. So I think I'll leave this episode here. At the beginning of the next episode, we'll lay out the bus with the logic behind the bus layout, and we'll get some military science going. Because I usually don't play with biters, I'm a little bit nervous, probably more nervous than I should be because I nerfed them. But I like to build big, expansive bases, not tight little cramped things. And in order to do that with biters on, you need good, robust defenses. So I want to get more research into weapon shooting speed and damage. I want to work our way towards laser turrets and stuff like that. But that all starts with a good organized bus. And then we'll start putting stuff on the bus. We'll create a bigger factory, more robust, and we'll build lots of fun stuff. So anyways, that's the end of episode 4, and this is Factorio, and I am Derpy Moose 99. Cheers.